What's up YouTube? It's Ken again. Thanks for stopping back by the channel. In this video, we are going to talk about sealing the taillights on the other side of this rear hatch with a new gasket, because when it rains, water pools right in here actually. And for me, it actually pours out right here, if memory serves. This has actually been fixed for a while, so I'm shooting the intro now. But water would pour out of the rear hatch compartment here. And it was just really not fun because while you're trying to get stuff in or out of the trunk, you get rained on, even if it's not raining. So it's just really unpleasant and needed to be addressed. Now there is a TSB. According to the TSB, you need to remove the trim pieces here. There's 4 total pieces. So there's one here right in the middle, one here on the side, one here on this side, and then this whole back cover is its own piece. If I have footage of that, I'll put it up now just to show what those pieces look like underneath. You've got 2 orange clips there connected to this upper molding, and I actually kind of broke these tabs here. This presses towards the upper molding to remove that. And then you've got 4 white clips here. And again here, this presses towards the molding to remove that. And another 2 orange clips. Here's the part number for the gaskets. One note about the parts, I have seen that people have suggested that you can just go to like Hobby Lobby and pick up some material. I'm not sure what material it would be. I'll try and throw a link down into the description where I've seen the forum post talk about this, but it would be a lot cheaper than the parts from Honda, because the gasket from Honda was $20 a piece, maybe 30. It wasn't cheap. Either way you go, if you do get something from Hobby Lobby, you're gonna have to do some cutting. Not a big deal, but you're basically making your own gasket at that point. Yeah, there it is, right there in the lights. All right, so this is the passenger side behind the taillight itself. And this was a 10 millimeter here, and then I used a pair of pliers to pinch that to push it out. But I think actually before I did that, to push that tab out, I removed this 10 mil here, this 10 mil here. I actually didn't remove it. It just started spinning without turning out. I'm not sure what it's holding, but maybe the threads behind that are messed up or something's going on with it. I'm not sure. And I removed this one here. Now I haven't yet squeezed this one to push it out because the driver's side taillight's still in, but that allowed me to, on this side, just again squeeze this tab, push it out, and that allowed me to get that trim piece right here lifted up enough so that after you remove the 8 millimeter nuts for the taillight, which there were 4 of them, that allowed me to slide the taillight out. All right, so according to the TSB, what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna measure 250 millimeters from the edge here to inside of here, I guess. Hopefully I don't have to go too deep in there. 250 millimeters is actually about 9.84 inches, which comes to about here. I went a little bit too far. I used this anvil scraper that I've got from Home Depot, and I've used it for a bunch of projects. It works really well. I scraped, as you can see, all of what I guess is that gasket off of there. I don't know how you would use a plastic tool for that. Maybe one of you knows what tool they're referencing in the TSB that I am just blissfully ignorant of. But I'm gonna use some touch-up paint if this stuff actually still works. This is, I got this years ago, probably close to a decade ago now. And we'll see if it has any life left in it. But it does say to touch up with paint the area that you scrape. I guess either it wasn't painted or it wasn't part of the paint process, and it needs to be, or maybe they assume that you're going to scrape some paint off. Either which way, I'm going to try and follow those instructions, and then I'll repeat it on the other side. All right, next up, I cleaned everything off, and that hopefully will give the gasket as good of a seal as it can get. And then here's the other side. I do believe that it's important to get this gasket underneath these grommets, I'll call them. Basically underneath the little circles of the bolts here. I believe that's how it was when I took it out on the old gasket. And of note too, these 2 little prongs don't have holes for them, so I just pushed the gasket through to get those in there, and that should be it. So we're gonna get this other side installed now. Gonna cut back in again. It is fixed. No issues. Thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. If this content helped you, please do consider giving me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, please do consider subscribing. And as always, please leave your comments down in the comment section below. Peace.